Welcome to another episode of our podcast that we don't even have a name for, by the way.
I think it's Christopia.
It's
AmeriChris.
It's AmeriChris. Get it right, Brett.
Is that AmeriChris or Christopia?
AmeriChris.
Rochambeau right now.
It's AmeriChris.
AmeriChris.
Welcome to
AmeriChris.
Shut the fuck up. No. Guys, I'm trying to do an intro here. You're interrupting me.
This is going to be the intro.
Shut your ass up.
Don't you cut nothing.
Welcome to the AmeriChris Podcast. This is episode 2. Hope you enjoyed episode 1. I'm one of your co-hosts, the Secretary of War himself, Mr. Bigfoot Hunter. I'm just kidding. You guys know who I am. And with me is El Presidente.
I'm not Mexican, but El Presidente works. You know me, you love me, or you don't know me and you still love me.
I love you.
I just have everything you want. Next to me is the Secretary of Pimping Affairs. Next to him is my friend, but we're going to start with Pimping Affairs.
What's up? Whoa, that's my belly.
Whoa!
Oh, I missed.
Whoa.
I missed.
That's gay.
It's gay not to be gay.
Okay, first of all, like you said, I am the Secretary of Pimping Affairs, and second of all, you will have your host for that later. I'll call Amber.
The first lady?
Genetically make me a boy version, then we'll talk.
Done.
I'll talk to the head of science for that.
All right, next to him is Secretary of Finance, our Treasury Master. Go.
Oh my goodness. I'm here again. Oh, sorry, I was late last episode.
It's as if we're not holding you against your own will.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean,
Please,
it's
not like we have a gun behind your
white
head.
people here. It's amazing.
You're
honestly, it's great. Yeah.
He's
wow.
He
He's
is
the only
don't
pure
be talking, Snowflake. You're ginger.
Mexican, Portuguese.
And that.
Okay, I want a blood test done. Someone get me a gun.
Let's get a DNA test.
Okay, all right, we're getting off track.
You
You just heard her speaking. This is our Secretary of Wildlife.
Hi.
Next to
And-
her is our Secretary. I'm sorry, not
Sorry,
Secretary.
the CEO of Disney / the Thunderdome.
Okay.
My name's Jeff.
This place sucks. And we have a special guest, someone joining us.
We have
The
the
Secretary
head
of-
of Science.
The head of our science program. I don't know this guy's name.
Head of Science.
Are you don't ask?
What's your name? What's your name, son?
Should put that gun away first.
What's your name, son?
Put it that
Put
way.
the gun away.
All right, fine. I'll
Gun
pull
is
something else then.
Gun is logo for penis.
Yes.
What's your gun?
That's why I said put it away.
All right, fine. What's your name?
Okay. We're getting off
Pablo.
track here. All right.
Pablo. Okay. We are head of science, Pablo. All right.
Okay, so today.
Who are you guys? Who are you again?
I'm El Presidente. I'm your president now. Shush.
Oh, fuck.
Of course, with the T-scoops.
Yep, T-scoops all the time. Okay, so today we're going to talk about what we're going to do with Mexico, and then we're going to talk about the Thunderdome a little more. And if we get to it, and God forgive the words that are about to leave my mouth, worst things have left my mouth, we're going to talk about invading Israel.
Which things have gone into your mouth, too.
Oh man, we're already getting to my Jerusalem campaign this early on.
If anyone has heard our
Yes.
previous episode, we were talking heavily about taking over the Promised Land.
Okay, very quick.
Okay,
A suggestion for the promise.
I'm already hard.
Why don't before we actually get to invading Jerusalem, why don't you just hire a bunch of PMCs?
No, because I want to do it the hard way.
Is there
He
any
wants to
other
do it the
way?
fun way.
I want to do it the fun way.
He wants to do it the anal way.
As in this is our sixth crusade.
Or
So everybody's getting back
Actually,
in
question.
armor.
Actual question here.
yeah.
Does anyone know how many crusades there actually have been?
There have been
How
4
many?
crusades.
How many?
I think there's been about 5.
So this will be our
I was gonna say,
So this will be the
I
sixth.
got my history right. This will be the sixth crusade. We're not going to come in with guns. We're doing it the old-fashioned way. Knights in armor,
Lances.
lances,
Okay, I have
swords,
one thing. I have
flags.
I have one request. Who here has played Saints Row 3?
Yes.
Saints Row.
Okay, you, the person who just said yes, in a very homosexual way, I might add. Stop it.
Gay Tony.
Gay Tony will come in later, ladies and gentlemen.
Babe Boney.
Is that a promise?
Oh, you. Okay, so stop it. Okay, so I'm talking to myself. Okay, so you've played Saints Row 3.
Mm-hmm.
I need Ivans. I need Ivans, Ologs, whatever those giant Russian motherfucker who with the cock the size of his
Olegs?
knee. I need 100 of those.
Just 100?
Just 100?
I have a buddy named Oleg already, so
But you just won 100.
they're the size of tanks with
I
skin
know.
like steel,
They go down like a bitch.
like he said. Okay, yeah. So I won about 1,000. That should be enough to invade the Holy Land.
It should be enough.
I want 2,000.
Yeah, I'd say
We'll settle at 1,500. Is it in the budget?
Definitely in the budget.
Okay, we'll settle at
They get
1,500.
1,500.
Okay,
If not, I will get some of the.
This dude's sweaty.
I will get some of the Nekomi
I
moves
would
that
be
we are
touching with his
making,
right arm.
and I'll get some money.
I don't
from
think
the
It's
budget.
not sweat. Get it right.
okay,
Yo.
okay. So we've discussed that. Now I would like to talk about Ivanka Trump. That's his daughter, right?
Okay, hold on.
Ivanka.
Can we
It's
Ivanka.
Okay, yeah. So hold on. Before we get to Mexico, a decision has been made behind everyone's backs. Yeah. So on Halloween, if a single toddler or anyone between the ages of 1 to 13 wears a
100.
fucking Fortnite costume,
No.
I will personally shoot your ass.
No.
That's
Yes.
a big ass
Come on,
guy.
boy. Fortnite.
No. Can we kill? Fuck Fortnite.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Hey,
I
put
will
that
be
shit back in,
personally
dog.
responsible for the bombing of Epic Games HQ.
No, Epic
I will
Games. That's where
agree with
games
that.
are made
Okay,
epic.
okay. Good God.
Can I honestly slap?
There has to be
Yes.
some kind of order.
Come on. Fortnite. I want to die. He didn't really slap me, ladies
I
and
have
gentlemen.
to
He's
get
just a little
Mickey's
bitch and didn't do
prize.
it.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, let's do it. Come on.
Okay, listen. We're going to invade Mexico. We've already invaded Mexico. We're sending Ivanka or Ivana Trump to
Ivanka.
completely restore everything. Now, she's going to use Mexican labor. Slave labor is the same shit. They're Mexicans. So we're going to use them to rebuild and restructure Mexico into the great second world country it should be. We don't want them as
Second
good
world
as
cunts.
America. It's part of America now, so it will have all the benefits. The Mexicans will build it, about 25 million skilled workers. The rest are sold into slavery. Others are in the Thunderdome. Some are given to the Secretary of Pimping Affairs if they want their freedom. But for the most part, I've had a lot of caffeine. I'm warning everyone right now. But for the most part, they will be sold at the new slave headquarters. Please tell me we addressed that in the last episode.
Yes, we did.
Oh, thank God. Did anyone talk about recarving Abraham Lincoln's hat into a slave auction hat?
You did.
I did? Thank
No,
God.
you mentioned about putting a sheet over him.
Oh, yeah, I went to put a sheet over him.
Although, Mr. President, we did mention how we want to replace the Statue of Liberty with a statue of yourself
Yeah, I'm good with
holding
that.
a gun and a beer can. This guy wanted to make it gay, and he wanted to have you hold a dildo.
I
thought
just
we agreed
mentioned
on the
a
can.
giant
Listen,
butt dildo.
listen.
No,
Listen,
no, no.
listen.
It
I'm
was
okay with wearing a Speedo.
And a dildo.
That fired different colored
Speed-
dildos. That
Okay,
was-
I'm good with being in a Speedo, carrying a gun, drinking a thing of beer, having a cannon that shoots different colored dildos on one condition.
He
We
wants
make
to-
it anatomically correct. I want it to be large and with a big beer belly.
Oh,
Done.
Done.
Okay, so
We got the budget.
Speedo,
It has to be out of solid
Black-
gold.
Yeah, we
Okay.
might be able to.
nah, no,
we might
not solid
have
gold.
to- we'll need to
Bronze,
cut this out.
bronze.
No, we can make the Mexican government pay for it.
What Mexican government?
We are the new Mexican
What's
government.
left?
Okay, hold on. So we're gonna go over to our
What
Secretary
if we
of
just have Canada build it?
They got
Can we
more
just have
money.
France build it once we get to them? They built the last one. They did a pretty decent job. Lasted
Yeah,
for-
but they made it out of the wrong shit, because now it's all green.
That
Fair
bitch
point.
fucking moldy.
Fair point. Can we please have? Oh God, I'm going to hell for this. Can we
Say-
please just have Foxworthy make it,
Yes.
please?
Yes. Yes.
What did you just say?
Yeah,
Oops.
that's cool.
I didn't.
You might be a redneck if.
Jeff Foxworthy.
Well, you'll watch that later.
We'll
We'll
get.
get to
We'll,
that.
I'm sorry, but I'm not.
You know you're a redneck.
yeah.
I'm not to join him. I honestly don't know that either.
Oh, come the
Come
fuck
on.
on.
Even I know about it.
Okay. So we're in Mexico. We've rebuilt. We're getting tax revenue. We're making good money from Mexico. Secretary of Science,
Yes.
please inform us of the first 5 things that you will do with the funds that the Secretary of Treasury allocates to you. You can use 3 of those items for the Thunderdome. The other 2 must be used for war. What 3 items will be used for the Thunderdome?
Here's your
First.
briefcase.
Ooh. What's the combination for the briefcase first?
You gotta tell us your ideas first.
Yeah, tell us your ideas, and then I'll agree or I'll disagree.
Well, the first one will, of course, be the exploding chips. That's a given for everything that we're gonna be doing.
Chips.
Oh, that's separate. That's
Yeah.
separate. You have
That's
three.
way separate.
That's separate.
That's
You.
separate?
That's already done. You have.
I'll
full
do that
allocation.
myself.
I have full house to do whatever I
Yeah,
want.
you need to make 3 things for the Thunderdome with the X amount of dollars. X amount. Actual fund. Decent. What do you think we have in the budget to give them?
Giant honey bears.
Can we just make life-size, genetically altered, vicious
Yes.
Winnie the Poohs?
Yes.
Just giant honey bears once.
Jenny Honey Bear.
Okay, so Giant Honey Bears, I can agree with that.
Wait.
Okay.
Why would you want giant honey bears?
I thought you
If-
meant honey badgers.
Also, no. Why would you want honey badgers or bears if you are the CEO of Disney? Why not giant mutated fucking mice?
Figures again.
Okay, look at the figures.
Because
Um,
honey badgers are cute, and I'm gonna replace Mickey Mouse with a honey badger eventually.
No, that's stupid.
No,
okay.
Mickey Mouse is Mickey Mouse.
Secretary of War.
Drop bears are terrifying.
How many funds am I giving you with the percentage of the budget?
I
need to look at my
90%
figures
of the
again.
budget.
I need to look at my figures.
No, he doesn't get that much.
I need a lot.
It was about like a 6-7%.
Because whatever's not going to you is going to science.
I'll
Yeah.
throw some stuff. I'll throw if there has to be some allocations towards science to make a bigger budget for them, then I will gladly shorten my budget and I'll cut some corners. Maybe there won't be a bounty for Bigfoot. Maybe.
You are sacrificing a lot. You really want that crusade.
Oh my god.
You want the crusade, don't you?
Yes.
At the same time, like I can either
But
have.
Bigfoot.
I can either have.
How about this? There may not be a cash prize for killing
I don't think they
Bigfoot,
need to be.
but there will be a hope prize
Just
for
make
killing
them
Bigfoot.
What? Okay.
How big?
Okay.
20 feet.
Okay. First off, one of these is a koala. I hope you're aware of that.
They're all koalas.
Yeah, 90% of these are koalas.
Koalas aren't vicious.
Drop
They
bears.
are vicious.
Second, one of these looks like my cousin Terry.
Hey, I like Terry.
Also, another one of these.
I was just saying, instead of honey badgers, use drop bears.
We know this. Go
But
away.
what about honey badgers?
Okay,
and
so-
drop bears?
Hybrid?
Hybrid honey badger drop.
Okay, so we're gonna do mutated koalas.
Well, I'm gonna do mutated almost everything.
Okay, mutated almost anything. Okay, so seriously, for the Thunderdome, I want 3 things right now. Let's go. I want to approve or disapprove 3 things.
Well, the first one was literally just mutated monsters.
Okay, give me an example.
Well, for the example, would be like the drawbears, aka the koalas with the honey badgers.
Okay, I can mix those 2 together. I can go with that. That's 1. Give me 1 more.
Also, land sharks.
Land sharks.
Land sharks.
Wait.
Those are called alligators.
Even more with the
Even
sound.
bigger.
Interior.
Okay.
And they're actually sharks.
Okay, just make giant fucking.
What if we
alligators.
just mutate the sharks? and
Wait a minute.
give
There's a
them
part of the
legs?
Thunderdome
Is
that's
that okay?
completely flooded.
I mean,
Is that
Exactly.
ethical?
is it ethical? So long as we don't like kill off all the sharks when we do it.
No. We're just.
I mean, I can split their DNA if you want to
Yeah.
do it that way and have a.
Listen up. If we need them to grow legs, like I said, I'm willing to.
John's on legs.
If we're willing to
Okay,
make them
no,
grow
I'm
legs,
making
I'm
one
willing to
thing right-
donate my semen fund to you to help.
It'll be your legs.
Yeah, I got some pretty strong legs,
I'll
man.
agree with that. Okay, I want to make one thing very clear here. Some people on this table want to bring back dinosaurs.
Yes.
I would like to point something out. There have literally been 3 books, 5 movies, and a very horrible card series explaining in dramatic detail why this is a fucking horrible idea.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but even in the books, it has said that the only reason why the dinosaurs got out was because some asshole from a rival company turned off all the power.
So you're saying it could work if I make that come
Oh,
back?
yes.
If we take over the entire world.
Fair point.
There'll be no companies against us.
As long as we don't make a goddamn Indominus Rex.
Don't worry, I won't.
But
Yes.
what about Bigfoot?
We'll get to Bigfoot later. Okay, so I can agree with some dinosaurs in the Thunderdome.
Some.
Some.
Okay.
Not raptors.
Microraptors.
Microraptors,
I
yes.
love
Microraptors,
microraptors.
Number 2, I would like in some shape, way, and or form. I would like in some way, shape, and or form, giant mutated wolves.
That's possible.
Dire
So
wolves.
he
You
wants,
mean
he wants
you want a
dire
bigger
wolves.
dire wolf or you want a dire wolf?
No, I want a bigger dire wolf. I want a wolf. I want something.
That you can ride?
You can ride dire wolves.
I
What's
know.
your definition of ride?
5 people or
On the
more.
back.
That's too
What's
big.
your definition of ride?
Well, horse-sized wolf.
Like,
What's your definition of ride? None of you are helping me here.
Okay.
I'll explain it in a way that he
Not
doesn't.
in a sexual way.
No penis, only sitting on the back.
You can
No
have
penis.
penis later, but that's later.
Okay.
Later, but no penis to begin with.
Okay, so dire wolves, but mutated, very, very horrifying creatures. Okay, so these are the animals that will be in the Thunderdome. We've already talked about multiple sections of Thunderdomes, but something has just occurred to me. What else are we doing with the South America? Seriously, has this...
we're not touching much of it. We're just gonna annex it, whatever.
Okay, we're going to annex it, but there are parts of it that I think we should use. For instance,
Let's make that Panama Canal a Panama. Let's just make it. Let's just destroy Central America. Turn into just a big ass canal. Fuck it. Yeah, just fuck it.
I might get to that in a minute.
Listen, we gotta take back the Panama Canal. Come
We
on.
will take back Panama and the Panama Canal. We'll start charging taxes. We can't get rid of it. That's a massive tax revenue.
Can we sink
That's a point.
Cuba?
Plus, I need more hoes for my
Cuban cigars, sugarcane, more taxes.
Oh, yeah,
And
you're
more
right.
hoes.
Colombia, hold on.
Can we officially annex it? Like we're.
All right, hold on, wait a minute. Who's? I wish we had someone else here. I want to leave Colombia in the sole protection of the Secretary of Healthcare, because cocaine, and that's a lot of taxes, a shitload of taxes,
And more hoes.
and opium in Africa. When we
Oh,
get to Afghanistan.
can we get the Chinese hooked on opium again?
I mean, we
Again.
can.
Yes, absolutely.
No,
But here, this is what I want to say. Heroin, cocaine, if you want to stick that shit in your body, go ahead. You'll buy it from a legal store under legal
What about
taxes.
meth?
Legal meth.
Of course, it's gonna tax the hell.
Meth is no. Meth is a no-no.
Okay.
So is PCP for two reasons. One, PCP fucks you up.
Are we gonna have a shroom form or no?
LSD?
Shrooms, yes. LSD, yes. Acid, all types of forms of acid. Cocaine, you will purchase them from a legal store like Walmart. Oh, wait a minute. Did we just
Great value
convert-
brand cocaine.
Nope.
We're turning
Ladies and gentlemen, CVS is no longer CVS.
Cocaine.
It stands for cocaine. What does
Industries.
CVS even stand for?
This place.
The official Googler is on it.
Boodler.
Why do you keep
I went to
saying
school.
Oh, that's actually smart.
What?
Colleges, not schools.
Colleges, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so with the rest of South America, we're going to take Colombia, give it to the Secretary of Healthcare. Secretary of Treasury, how much money can we revenue from cocaine and drugs and the legalization?
Oh.
Fucking shit ton.
Okay,
Oh,
with taxes.
Yeah, baby.
Okay,
It's
so
even better if we actually have like.
also real
cocaine
quick,
stands
is there
for
anywhere in
colleges.
South America that grows a fuckload of tobacco?
Argentina.
Yeah, Brazil.
Well, Brazil's gone.
Brazil's gone. Okay, yes, hold on.
Brazil's the Thunderdome. It is
The next
Thunderdome
motherfucker
now.
to speak over her gets thrown through a plain glass window into a pile of ashes and dildos.
Wait, I have to find it again. I saw it for a second. Convenience, value, and service.
Cocaine, value,
you.
and service.
There we go, cocaine, value, and service.
No,
That is-
cocaine, value, and sets. It's going to be in collaboration with him.
No, cocaine, value, and services.
No, services.
No,
Cocaine
Services
vagina.
technically could be that.
Cocaine, vaginas,
vaginas.
and services.
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
okay.
Cocaine, vaginal
vaginal
services.
Cocaine, vaginal services.
Shh. Okay, I can dig that. I can dig cocaine vaginal services. Okay, it will be in collaboration with the Secretary of Healthcare and the Secretary of Public Affairs. So
Hey, wait,
look
no
up right
pressure.
now.
I feel like I have to reiterate real quick that this is all just a big joke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we need to. We
yeah,
probably
yeah.
should reiterate. CVS,
This
if you
ass
do hear this, do not.
Do not.
We're looking for a sponsor, actually.
Yeah, we do not know. This is a disclaimer. We do not like.
Yeah, we have
Hey
have
guys, we got
no.
a sponsor, audible.com/Christopia. Buy Alex Jones's novel, narrated by him.
They're putting chemicals into the water. That's
Amazon.com/Chris.
Please, no one actually sue us. Please.
Please.
Oh, we're gonna get sued.
Sponsored by.
I would like to point out that at this table, probably only one person here can actually fight a lawsuit. The other ones, y'all are fucked.
Yeah.
Please don't sue us.
Sponsored by Sprite. Sprite, pick it up.
Sprite has no affiliation
No
with this.
affiliation. Sprite.
Sponsored by Nike. Just do it.
Please,
No.
we're all just
No.
poor college
But on
kids.
No,
that business.
we're sponsored by Colin Kaepernick. If you're gonna sue anyone, sue that black motherfucker.
Sponsored by.
Sue that black motherfucker, knee-taking, flag-disgracing. Can anyone not tell I hate Colin Kaepernick?
No, I
How
can
the
tell you.
fuck do you pronounce his name?
Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick.
I always
You
deliberately.
Muslim.
Sponsored by Disney Alex Jones.
Even better. No, I got you even better.
Where the fuck is this going? Calm down.
I need to ask you a question.
What countries have tobacco in South America?
I need to ask you a question. Can I borrow one of your girls in the back so I can snow cocaine off her ass crack?
Man, I got you.
Hold on.
Hold on.
What did you just say?
Something just occurred to me, ladies and gentlemen.
I got
What was that other word you just said?
That they're high drugs right now.
Bring out your wrist.
Okay, we're back. Sorry about that.
I'm back.
Unfortunately, something just happened. Okay,
Secretary of Pimping Affairs
So-
is back.
As far as South America, there is Brazil.
Brazil's gone.
Okay. Well,
Brazil's gone.
you're fucked. That
Brazil
was like
is
the
the
top
Thunderdome.
for.
Well, we're going to we'll extract all the tobacco.
Yeah. We'll grow it somewhere else.
Cuba. Let's
Where
scroll
the
in.
fuck is Zimbabwe again?
Africa.
It's Zimbabwe.
It's in Africa. I guess we're doing.
There's the list.
Okay.
I guess we're doing an African campaign.
India,
Hey,
Brazil,
China is apparently the leading for
What
tobacco.
Indonesia, Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe, Pakistan, United Republic of Tanzania, and Argentina. Where's Argentina? That's in South America, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like
Yes.
Then it looks like we're
Okay, then we're gonna use-
taking Africa.
Argentina.
We're getting to Africa later. Argentina will be used. Well, we're only getting a part of Africa. So real quick, I just want to establish something. We do have one major ally. Two major allies, in my opinion. One is England. God save the Queen. The other is Mongolia. So Mongolia, we're going to give you back parts of the world that you once had. I love Mongolian culture. I just love them.
The food.
Oh yeah, so the Mongols, you'll
You
finally get to
are-
take down that goddamn shitty wall. That's a South Park reference.
You are our ally if you have really good food or we just like you. For example, Mongolia, I
Yeah.
like you a lot.
So Mongolia, you'll get parts of the Middle East, not all of it because of the Secretary of War, and you'll get most of China. Second,
You can have all the Middle
What
East,
about
Mongolia.
Japan, though? Are they?
Oh, Japan's fucking dead.
No,
I want it
Japan's
done.
screwed.
No.
I mean,
No, we're done.
Nope,
No,
nope, nope, nope,
No,
nope,
we're
nope,
good.
nope, 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 nope.
Can we
It's
keep a
Japan's
small
done.
amount of them?
We can keep a small amount of Japan, but for the most
World
part,
War
it's
II,
screwed.
more than World War III, that's it, we're jumping every nuclear.
Alright.
I need
Okay, hold on.
everything to
So-
As
survive.
long as I get my Neko girls for Pimping Affairs.
That's what we have him for.
And
Two things have to come out of
Ramen.
Japan that me and the Secretary of Treasury can't say, but we both know
What?
what we want.
Oh,
I know what you want.
Is
All
I
it,
know
you
what
shut
you
up.
want.
is
Okay.
it what I think
If
it
you
is?
say it, I'm gonna kill
I'm calling
you.
the cops.
I know what it is.
Okay, everyone, shut up. England, you're gonna get back South Africa, India. I might give you parts of up North America. I'm not entirely a fan of like where the Kennedys are from, Maine, all that area. You might get some of that back.
Could give them back Canada.
We'll give not all of Canada. I like Canada. We'll
Give
give you parts of
some.
Canada, and we'll give you parts of the Congo. Actually, you can have the Congo. I don't prefer the Congo. I've seen too many bad movies. The Congo doesn't end well. I've seen where
Can we
gorillas jump out of the
have,
woods and hump
Wait, a girl jumps out of the woods to hump you?
Gorillas.
you. Gorilla.
Okay.
You know the big giant. Gorilla.
guerrilla warfare or guerrilla warfare?
Both.
Do we have the budget?
It's just a door.
Okay.
Do we have the budget
As long as
to
we have
armor
gorillas.
gorillas and actually create guerrilla
We got
warfare?
enough in the budget to make a gorilla garage.
Yes!
Okay. So,
Let's get back on track. Where were we? Yeah.
okay,
In the
we're
world.
back. We just came back from a small break. So,
Quick smoke break.
something just occurred. Oh God, now I want a cigarette. Okay, so something just occurred to me.
Just had one, Mr. President.
We're going to talk about something that's probably going to touch on a lot of nerves here. Oh God, I'm going straight to hell.
That's it,
You all
bitch.
know you are.
Christianity. What are we going to do with it?
Nah, that's the same.
Bye bye.
No.
Bye-bye.
Unfortunately, I'm Baptist, so I actually have.
And I'm certain.
All right, hold on. Raise your hand if you have an issue with Christianity in any of its form. Two hands. Who here doesn't care if everyone's allowed to worship who they wish to worship? Okay, so the narrative is most people don't.
I can't believe that you guys are so against Christianity, and here I am saying that I want to take the fucking Holy Land, but at the same time, pretty open about whatever religion you are.
Okay, so
Let's just continue.
yeah, so they lost in all fairness. So Christianity and all religions are welcome in this country. We're going to talk about another touchy topic. Oh, you know it. Oh, fuck. Why are you here? Why are you here? What have I done?
Who like Daytonian?
Oh, stop it. Now,
Get the
ladies and
fuck
gentlemen, oh, fuck you too, you hunk of flesh. Honk, honk.
Get off of me.
Okay, we need to talk about gay marriage. Is it allowed or no?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll be so forward as a Secretary of War. I will ordain gay marriages if you request me to do it.
Ooh, honey, yes.
Fuck off me.
Mr. Tony.
Yes.
Since I am the Secretary of Pimping Affairs,
Oh, honey.
I can get you. I can get him for your party.
Ooh, giggles, promises.
No.
Yes.
I want
No.
something out.
No.
Oh, honey.
I can make a
yes,
clone
let
of
me
him.
hop in that big lap.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, so I cannot stay for long, but I just want to tell everyone that soon we hope to have the first episode of the Thunderdome. Oh, yeah, he's here. That's right, everyone. Don't forget to
who
host
let
on
him
the
in?
gate. Oh, fuck you, you hunk of Mexican flesh.
Ah, great. He's day
I did
2.
not agree to
I never
this
said I was
announcer.
gay, I just find you attractive.
I would like to say
Look
that
at
I
those
did not
titties.
agree to this announcer.
Okay, so don't forget that hopefully we'll have the podcast of the
American
Thunderdome live. Now I'm gonna say goodbye. Oh, goodbye, you hunk of white flesh.
Yeah, get outta
Look
here.
at that tight ass.
You got nice
Fuck
titties
you.
for a little boy.
Is that my brother? That was gay, Tony.
Get these guys
Bye,
out of
guys.
here.
Wait,
Bye.
wait. I thought you
Please
were
stop.
gay, Tony, and that was your lover.
We're both Tony.
I want
Get out of
Mickey
here.
Mouse to be
Makes
Okay.
it so much better.
Okay, sorry about that. They had to come in there. They're a little bit on the
They
offensive
had
side.
to come in there.
These guys, I don't like
Was
them.
it Big Tony?
What is
and Little
wrong with
Tony?
them? They're wonderful.
Gay Tony, he's a little too touchy.
Well, look, if you want,
In all
I'll make you
fairness,
a clone.
in all fairness,
I'll
you
go
are.
just to Gay Tony.
No,
You are.
my clown.
Hold on. To be fair, you are wearing some provocative clothing.
Yes, you are.
You're wearing tight jeans. He could see the bulge.
He
It
can
was
see
your.
it.
It was your own fault. You were asking for it.
You were definitely asking for
Was
it.
a picture for gay Tony?
Done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Done.
Yeah. Yep. Done.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Fucking
Yeah.
gay Tony.
Tony.
No, call him back. No, get him out of here. Somebody guard this door. I don't want no gay Tony in here ever again.
Gay Tony's coming back. You know
Gay
it.
Tony is definitely coming back, especially when we have.
Okay, hold on. Raise your hand if you want Gay Tony and his colleague, other Tony, here on the
The
next.
Tonys.
Raise your hand. Who wants the Tonys?
No.
I only want one of the Tonys, so
No.
my hand's halfway.
Treasury says yes.
Okay,
No.
the Tonys are coming back. Okay.
No.
You lost.
Cool with the
You lost.
Tonys.
fine.
You-
People love the Tonys.
Under one condition.
I will.
One condition. One condition.
One condition: Mickey Mouse can be the main announcer for the Thunderdome.
Oh, I have no objection to that. Mickey, when did you show up? Oh, hey, Chris.
Finally someone I like.
Mickey, how'd you
Oh, well, I'll have to share the spotlight with Gay Tony and his big brother, but don't you worry, folks. Thunderdome will be on
Cool.
soon, but unfortunately I have to head out because Goofy done fucked up again. What did Goofy do this time? Well, he may have done something with one of the guests at Disneyland. That poor little boy. But don't worry, that's what Disney lawyers are for.
That's what
Woo-hoo!
Mickey, no,
Bye,
wait,
Mickey.
How's my dungeon coming along?
Bye, Nicky.
what they get for supporting Israel.
Oh,
All right,
Goofy, stop
Goofy,
it.
get out of here. Hey, where's Donald?
Okay, so that was Mickey, that was Gay Tony, and Big Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, Gay Tony just called him Tony. We actually don't know what his name is. I've known him my whole life. I actually don't know what his name is. I think it's like Ryan or Rick. Or...
No, that's just Big Tony. He's Antonio.
No, he's Antonio?
That's
Okay.
Antonio, and then there's
Tony
Gay Tony.
and his big brother lover,
Okay.
Antonio.
Okay.
Bye, Tony.
Yeah, Tony and everyone was just leaving. So was Mickey.
Thank
Uh,
God.
And so is Goofy.
So was Goofy. Everyone was leaving. Yeah, okay, so we have to address something. When we invade the Holy Land, when we finally get to it, what are we doing with the Jews, the Muslims, the Shiites, the
Have we
Sunnis?
even finished
Oh.
South America?
No, we're getting there. We're only got like that much left. If anyone can't see.
I will have sleepless nights, sleepless days. I will fucking never sleep
I know, but what are we going to do?
until I
with the-
get what I want.
I know, but what are we going to do with the Israels, the Jews,
I know
the
what
Shiites,
some of
the
them are
Shia-
gonna.
They're going back to
what we're gonna do
Egypt.
with some of them.
We
because, I
rebuilt
mean,
Auschwitz.
people have
Hold
some
on,
interesting
hold
things.
I have an idea.
Hold on. I know, but so do I.
Back to Egypt, my man.
Oh God, help me! We need people to make
Pyramids.
make stone. We need people to
Make
have
pyramids?
a quarry. Yeah, we need not pyramids. Those are
Yeah.
obsolete. We
No.
need people to make stuff. We need a mass industrial complex to grow shit, to farm and everything. And
Yeah.
well, shit, the Egyptians did it for thousands of years. Let's just give them back all the Jews.
Yeah.
Egypt will now be a new slave colony under the running of our slave director. Do we have a slave director?
I'll multitask. Let's do it.
No.
You have too many.
Yeah,
names,
you
sir.
have a big job. So do you. The Secretary of no, you're pimping affairs. We need someone who's unbiased.
You already kind of.
Exactly. I already have my slaves.
Okay, he kind of is. So he. Billy Bob, oh my God!
Well,
I haven't seen you in years.
Well, hi there, everybody. Well, as you don't know, I'm the president's cousin. He told me I could have Egypt. I don't know where that is. Could someone tell me? All I know is I get to kill foreigners and use a whip.
That's across the Great Pond there, boy.
Oh, Ryan, when did you show up?
Oh,
So what do I have to do with these foreigners?
do whatever you want.
Can I sell them?
Yeah,
What do I do with the money?
Give it to me.
give it to him.
Which one are you pointing at, the Mexican or the white one?
The white one.
The white one.
Oh, why is there a Mexican in here?
Billy Bob, I know you're.
Why are there three Mexicans? Ooh, are you Mexican or Puerto Rican?
He's
I'm
both.
whatever
the
you want me to
difference?
be, Billy Bob, because I love your stew. I love your grandma's stew recipe. I've been trying
Oh,
stew.
so you like Mexicans like me too? You
Yeah.
probably shouldn't ask my mama what's in that stew.
Billy Bob,
I already know what's in this
place
stew.
for our kind here.
It ain't good no more. But I hope to make it great again with my cousin. How you doing, Chris? I'm doing good, Billy Bob. So what I want you to do with Egypt is you're gonna take all the Israels, all the Jews, and put them in stew. No, stop it. He's kidding. He doesn't cook people. No, I don't cook them. I deep fry them. Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
We don't
I'm gonna
talk
say
about
this right now. That sounds delicious.
Billy Bob, shut the
We've
fuck
talked
up.
about this. The blacks have the fried chicken. Why did those? Don't say that word. Why
Billy
can't
Bob.
I say nick?
No.
We don't say
No.
that word. It's very offensive.
Robert Bob.
Okay, fine. I won't call them that word. Now, what are we supposed to do with the El Negros?
Billy Bob.
You can't say
I
that
approve of
either.
him.
Fine. I won't call them that. Now, what am I supposed to do with the sugar monkeys? Billy Bob. You can't do this.
No.
Okay, fine. Can someone tell me what I can call those?
People.
Are cotton pickers still acceptable?
Can we just shoot him?
No.
Not yet.
All right,
All right, Billy Bob. I'm sorry.
Okay, Billy Bob, listen. Egypt, you're going to take the Jews, okay, and do what with them? Am I supposed to give them to Germany? Anyone objections?
Yeah, that's fine if they want to buy it.
You can give them to old Germans. Oh, goody. Now, I have one problem with your guys' plan. One real big problem. Oh, who's the ginger?
Billy Bob, meet the Secretary of Wildlife. Wildlife, meet Billy Bob. He's
Hi there.
He's in charge of the slave trade in Egypt now.
Okay.
The redneck cousin.
Okay. Hi.
Ah. So, could you help me with something? They say I can't call blacks words. What can I call them? I was told I can't call them sugar monkeys, El Negro, cotton pickers, midnight monkeys.
You didn't say midnight monkeys
When you're
yet.
alone, yes. That when you're alone, fine. Call them whatever you want.
Oh,
But,
good.
Like,
Billy
in
Bob, you
front
good
of
with money?
others, I
What?
would discourage
Billy
it.
Bob, you good with money?
I got a 2-story house and a 5-car garage. Don't ask me how he's.
I better see most of that money coming in from that slave trade. Or
Okay.
We're gonna have issues, Billy Bob.
90% sound good?
Why did you all of a sudden go southern?
Anyone have any?
That's my cousin Ryan.
That's right.
Make it a 70. I still need 20% for my hose.
Why is the Mexican talking? I don't know, Billy Bob.
Okay, so
Because I'm
Egypt.
the one that can make you the most happy with females.
Billy
And yes,
Bob.
I do mean your cousins.
Billy Bob, he can make sure your cousins are always in your house and ready to satisfy you all they want.
I don't like my cousins. My daughter's pretty though.
She can stay
Billy
in your
Bob,
house
how would you like
I
your dog to
can
have
make
a
that
job?
Billy Bob, I need to meet your cousin.
Oh shucks. All right.
Billy Bob, I know you like your daughter and all, but how would you like it if she actually got a working job working for this young man right here?
But he's Mexican. Oh wait, I can't say that word no more. Is greaseball still acceptable?
Yes, yes it is.
This grease ball.
I forget. What do they
This
call
grease
your
ball.
kind? Fence hoppers, right? Tunnel diggers.
This here
Like bags.
tunnel digger will provide your daughter all the job they want, and she will get
I think
paid.
it's a little unfair that they're in the Olympics. I mean, pole voters, shit, they do that for a living.
Billy
Up over
Bob,
the fence, up over the fence.
Billy Bob,
What,
your
does
daughter
that
gets
mean
paid
you
to
want them
fuck
in
you.
your team then? Just for
Okay,
that?
so I'm sorry, I keep getting off track. I just don't like foreigners. Now, so I'm going to take
can
take
tell.
the Jews, the Israels, and I'm going to sell them to Egypt. The Egyptians, strange people, those wear such funny clothes. They're going to take them and make stone. They're going to farm. They're going to make alcohol. We're going to set up massive stills. We're going to make Egypt the new farming and / alcohol capital. I'm sorry, but the other Holy Land, Ireland and Scotland, y'all are done making alcohol. That belongs to the Southerners, and we're going to do it in Egypt for 2 reasons. 1, it's hot. We like hot. 2, the women ain't that bad. Unfortunately, something did just occur to me. What's my position?
What is your position?
Does anyone know? I just walked in here. I don't know.
You are being supervised by Ryan here. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And Ryan is going to be talking me.
Oh, okay. So come on, cuz. Let's go to Egypt and get everything started. All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Quick question though.
Before you leave.
Before you guys leave, wouldn't you rather want Mexicans doing the agriculture?
Nah, we have you building shit and selling and cleaning homes. Besides, Mexicans ain't too good. That's what we have the sugar monkeys. I'm sorry, I can't say that. That's what we have them for.
Okay, Billy, come on, let's go.
Okay, I gotta go.
Bye, Billy.
Before you leave.
Bye, Ryan.
Tequila.
Not a fan. All right,
Gentlemen,
bye.
have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Chris, I'm about to talk with your cousin. How can you not like tequila?
He thinks it's disgusting.
Does anyone have any objections to rebuilding and modernizing Auschwitz?
Are we making it bigger?
Yes.
No, I don't like it.
No.
We've got too many bad memories.
Yeah, there's too much there.
It's a historical
Who
landmark.
feels about making Anne Frank a fairy tale?
Okay, is it messed up that I'm like, nah, let's not mess with Auschwitz, but I'm like, take back the Holy Land, take back the Holy Land, take back the Holy Land.
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine. It's just like Billy Bob calling people horrible, horrible names.
I like Billy Bob, though. His mom makes a pretty good stew.
Yeah,
I
you'll be in the stew
wouldn't
next.
eat that anymore if I were you.
What?
You'll be the
Because she
next
buys
person in the stew.
Mexicans in abundance, and I don't know where they go. But she makes a lot of stew. So I'm just forewarning you, if you start getting the shakes, you're eating too much of her stew. I will say this, though. Her biscuits are delicious. I found a finger in one.
Well, I'll be a
I don't know.
monkey's uncle.
So basically, she's Sweeney Todd.
No, Sweeney Todd only made pies. She makes really good southern chicken.
How could a
Are you
sweet,
sure it's chicken?
how could a
I
sweet
don't think
old
it's
lady
chicken.
make
It's
the
brown
best?
meat.
How could a sweet old lady make such delicious fried pork chops and beautiful pork stew?
I know. How could she be killing Mexicans by the dozens?
Shut the fuck up. She's not really doing that, is she?
I wouldn't eat the stew anymore.
Just don't eat the stew.
Billy Bob's mom is actually kind of weird. Just don't eat the stew anymore.
I might have to talk to Billy Bob about this.
Don't eat the stew.
Well, either you don't talk
Okay.
about it to him, or you might be.
All right, enough about this stupid ass stew.
Okay, so
It's
we've
delicious,
talked
though.
about a little bit of Egypt, and we talked about all that. We've talked about making old legs, genetic experience. We've talked about the Thunderdome. That podcast will come soon, hopefully. Something has occurred to me,
Yeah.
and I can't believe the words that are about to leave my mouth.
Hmm?
I think it's time we talk about invading Europe.
Yeah.
And then from Europe, we'll go to the Holy Land.
Yeah.
So, what part of Europe? Okay, we're going to have England.
Ireland, Scotland. We gotta do them back to England. Fuck.
Yeah, England is getting back Ireland and Scotland. We're going to leave troops there to kill off IRA and Scottish rebels. Then we'll give them France because they've always wanted it. We'll give them Spain. They can't have Italy. They can have most of Europe with the exception of Russia. Most of that's
Can I
going-
personally be in charge of Italy? Because I really like Italian food.
Oh, yes. Your president is partially Italian who can speak it somewhat well or is trying to learn it better. And I'm going to give the Mexican Italy. That makes sense.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can share it with me.
Give me Italy.
Okay, fine. You can have half of it. You can have Rome down. I get everything above it.
God damn it! You picked the good parts. I don't like Southern Italy.
You get Sicily.
Yeah, but I wanted Rome.
I said you have Rome.
Oh, never mind. We're good.
You get Rome
that
down.
Coliseum's Thunderdome 3.
You mean 2?
We're
3.
Where's the second one going?
We don't talk about that. That comes later. That comes later.
You ever hear of Siberia?
Yeah, that belongs to the Mongols. The Mongols have their version. Europe will have their version. America has our version. America is Mickey Mouse, Gay Tony, and Big Tony. Siberia is Philip, I think is his name. And
Can we get rid of the Pope?
what?
Can we get rid of the Pope?
No, Christian leader. Too many Christians in the world. We get rid of him. We're gonna cause a holy war of our own hand.
The Pope is Catholic.
Same shit.
I'm Catholic. I'll be the new Pope.
Okay, as long as there is a Pope,
We'll be
I'll be-
fine.
we're fine.
I just want that damn staff, okay?
It's not that bad. Current Pope is.
Yeah, but
He's trying to cover up dozens of cases of child molestation.
he's also old, so I don't like old.
They're old.
Every fucking Pope's
All the
old.
popes are old.
I'll be
That's
young.
quite literally one of the primary reasons to be a Pope is you
You're
have
gonna
to
shoot
be
someone
old.
now?
But listen up. If I'm Pope, I get the sweet staff. I get the sweet hat. And
The sweet robes.
So you just want the sweet hat?
I want the staff.
Okay, I'll make you a deal.
Okay.
I'll
We
make
can
you a
make
deal.
you one.
Also,
We'll bribe some of the cardinals. They'll go into that room. The black smoke will come out. If they choose you from all our bribes, you can be the Pope. If they vote you, we're going to throw a lot of bribes around, and they probably will vote for you. Now, we've already discussed England. They're going to
we
help
will
us
donate
with
so much to the Catholic Church, and I will put an
Yeah.
end
Yeah.
to all the weird kid stuff going on.
Oh yeah, that's one of the benefits.
I
Okay,
get
so
mad.
Siberia will have their own, and then Rome will have their own. It's called the Colosseum. It will be done by
Was that the first one?
No,
no.
no, Brazil.
it's
No,
gonna be-
Brazil
it's gonna be
is the
sponsored-
first. Is Thunderdome primary location.
Yeah, but Rome, Europe will have their own. It's going to be called Thunderdome Rome. It will be sponsored by
Me.
who makes those cars? Those European cars, Volkswagen. It's going to be sponsored by Volkswagen and Ferrari. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be like Mad Max.
And I will personally be the host of the Rome Thunderdome.
Yes, he will be the host along with Father Patrick McTouchy.
No, he's down in the Thunderdome.
He's in it.
I never said he was going to be your host for long.
Here I have my host who will be joining everybody.
Exactly. For those of you who didn't see what he just did, that's the point. So you're going to enjoy that podcast too. I keep saying this. We do have plans to make this another podcast of describing to you, telling you what's going on.
But we'll talk about that when we wrap.
Yeah, that will be more later on. That comes later.
Yeah.
So we'll have those Thunderdomes. Europe will be under the watchful eye of the Queen and the Parliament. They're getting back parts of Africa. Oh wait, now hold on. Should we go straight to the Middle East and then to Africa, or Europe, Africa, Middle East, and then end up in China?
Europe, Africa.
Which one's closer?
Europe, Africa, Middle East.
Okay.
I just want the food and the girls. That's all I need.
That's all you want for everything.
You really haven't been to Europe? The girls ain't that special?
Come on, eat, sleep, fuck, repeat. That's it.
Exactly. I never specified from where.
Hold on. Something just occurred to me. What are we doing with Greece? Those fuckers had Spartans at one point. Are we gonna fuck with them, or are we just gonna let them be their own?
Well, first of all, Greece. Sadly, the treasurer isn't here because he would have had a fun day talking about Greece. But let's just say, Greece.
Or are we just gonna take it, sell off all this shit?
Oh yeah, Greece owes a lot of money, but at the same time they have the old Olympic ship there too, which could be a prime location for Thunderdome 5.
No, too close to Rome.
Too close to Rome.
Well, hold on. Africa has to have their own Thunderdome.
Here's the thing,
Let's
though.
just make the
Wait,
Saharan.
who here has seen Hotel?
Transvestite?
No, Hotel Zimbabwe. There's a very horrible movie that some of you might know what I'm talking about.
I know. Freaking
Hotel Rwanda.
Hotel Rwanda. There you go. Yep.
Who here has seen that movie?
Yep.
Okay, so the site of Africa's Thunderdome is going to be Hotel Rwanda. For those of you who've seen the movie, you're looking at your screen going, "Oh God." For those of you who haven't, the entire movie revolves around Africans hiding out in a European hotel, whites not giving two shits, being hunted down, sold, butchered, raped, titties cut off. It's just a wonderful, wonderful movie.
What are we gonna do with Australia? That just came
It's
up
gonna
to
be
me.
massive.
Is it just gonna be a
Thunderdome
No,
seven.
it belongs to England.
Oh, okay.
It belongs to them. It's
yeah,
a
that's
gift.
true.
I can't have it.
No,
No,
you
we
cannot
can't.
have. You
But-
can have half, and that will be where you test your experiments.
Okay.
Oh no! Just you can have New Zealand.
Wasn't he gonna test his
Oh, man.
experience on
Yeah, New
experiments on the
Zealand.
moon?
We'd have to build there, and the
You have to
treasure
build
is
there
not here,
first
so-
and the treasure.
Can he just have New Zealand instead, so we can give Australia, the entirety of Australia, to the
Yeah, you got New Zealand. The entirety of Australia belongs to England.
Goodbye,
So, England's our
Kiwis.
You have
ally.
to keep the Hobbit village around in New Zealand, though. You have to keep that around.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Fuck the Hobbits.
So England has been helping us invade Europe. We've
Give me
taken
more
over.
percentage in
Our
that.
treasury has gotten larger. Oleg's are being pushed out by our Secretary of Science. Now to invade Africa. It's very hot, very jungly. It's a different kind of climate. what kind of creatures can you make to help us invade that country? We have all legs. Some of them have died. We've got about 1,000 left.
Gorillas.
Yeah, can you make genetic gorillas with armor on them that soldiers can ride with machine guns?
Nah, elephants would be better for
Wouldn't
that.
elephants be better for?
True,
Yeah.
but
Elephants are more tanky.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So genetic elephants. Oh, make Lord of the Rings elephants.
Mumakil. Yes.
Very large elephants.
Can I cause a giant boar stampede?
Okay, so we need giant elephants.
Mm-hmm.
Giant elephants.
We need
like,
armor. Wait a minute. Who here has seen Black Panther?
I have.
Okay, so your
Real.
primary goal is to make a horn that can control rhinos that have been armored up with advanced armor, Kevlar, and steel, and mount rockets on them
And give
that
it to
the
me.
Secretary of War can ride and control. I need about 500 of
Are you
those.
trying to turn me on right now?
I'm
Oh,
ready.
honey, come here.
Oh, Dick Tony, no!
Fuck out of here. God! He'll come back later. Okay, so that's what we're going to use to invade parts of Africa. Now, Africa has a lot of gold, a lot of diamonds. Can we all agree that diamonds are fucking worthless?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just fucking shiny rocks.
Yeah, okay, so
I
But
like shiny
I will
rocks,
say,
though.
during the European campaign, there will be a bit of a side thing for me to hunt down the lost Nazi gold, though.
it won't be lost for long. We're finding it. We're finding all. No, that's actually real, ladies and gentlemen. That's actually real.
If diamonds are worthless now, then basically
That
my
can't be a
outfit and my
thing.
whole thing is a pin.
Please look that up, see if that's not.
Well, yeah, because first of all, your outfit
The
being
lost
full of
Nazi
diamonds wouldn't
gold.
work because it'd be way too fucking heavy.
No, I mean like, have you not
Rubies
seen
are
this?
worth more. Rubies,
Rubies
crystals,
are more.
usually
Emeralds.
the diamonds really are worthless.
Yeah,
we have
diamonds
no
are
control of
fucking-
that. Diamonds are worthless.
Yeah.
The De Beers company has a monopoly on diamonds. They control the supply. They have more diamonds in their vault. So if they literally open their vault, they would flood the market. They literally have metric tons of this shit. It's worthless. Diamonds are completely worthless. They have no value. They don't. You can literally go to parks and pick them out of the ground. They're completely worthless. They're valued because we make them valued.
But Nazi gold is very valuable.
Yeah, gold is valued.
Nazi gold.
Yeah,
It's
so
even
we're
more
finding-
valuable.
Yeah,
Not
so-
gold is a real thing.
Oh, I know.
damn it.
Yeah, so we're finding that. We're in Africa. We're getting gold. We're getting
The
salt.
most expensive jewel is Jeremy Jevite. I probably did not pronounce that correct. Oh wait, no, that's
And
a
platinum.
What's the number one? The number one is the red diamond, which is $1 million per carat.
Okay, so yeah.
Well, wait, where can we find that?
Red diamonds.
What are we gonna do with blood diamonds?
There are less than 30 of them.
But where can...
It's not saying where.
They're keeping their
You know
secrets.
what
You need to
that
take it
is.
over.
Then it looks like
that
we're
is
gonna...
that are the dirt that were found in battlefields.
Okay, no.
Then it looks like
No,
we're gonna
blood
have to do some
diamonds are
excavating
diamonds
and
that are
find more
the
red
result of
diamonds.
warfare. Basically, they're slave diamonds. They're diamonds that Congolese warlords have slaughtered entire villages to get, and then they use the surviving villagers to get them. That's why they're called blood diamonds.
Sounds like
I
something...
mean, blood diamonds. They're,
Sounds like...
Sounds like something we're about to
Sounds
do.
like something for Billy
Diamonds that were
Bob.
found in
Yeah.
old warfares.
no,
No,
No.
blood diamond is just like
no, no.
war stuff. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no. So Billy Bob is going to help with the invasion of Africa. We're going to get massive amounts of salt, which, believe it or not, is actually really good. We're going to get lots of timber, lots of gold, lots of rubies.
Instead of waterboarding, can we just do salt waterboarding?
No, there's actually a water that has oxygen in it that if you dunk someone in it and you lock them in there, they can breathe in it because it has so much oxygen. But the second you pull them out, it's like being born and dying at the same time. It's the most painful experience anyone has ever experienced in their life. Go to YouTube when you get a chance and look that up. If people listening to this, look up dry waterboarding. It's like a water that has tons of oxygen in it, and it's truly worse than waterboarding. And I don't think there's any laws on it. I actually do think it might be used as torture. It's horrifying. It's truly horrifying. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. So I'm good with regular
I can get you
waterboarding in this scenario. But that waterboarding actually terrifies me.
Can we do a version of waterboarding where it's just the pure salt with all the salt mine we get?
What is
Yeah,
cover.
waterboarding? Right? I'm a very innocent, pure child.
Waterboarding is when a man is placed
You're
on
not
a table,
innocent.
A person.
or a person, man, woman, anyone is placed on a table or a chair
got-
and it's leaned back. A rag is placed over their face and water is poured down at an angle to flood the nose and the throat, which gives them the realization of drowning. Now, of course, you can't kill someone doing this if it's done improper, and the kind of towel you use matters. It's very dangerous, painful. It's like drowning, but it's not drowning. So when
It's
they
not drowning,
launch
but
you up, your
but because
body
of what's happening, your body thinks you're drowning, so it makes you freak
out. And don't get me wrong, water does go in your body. So when they sling you up, your body naturally hurls out the water,
Okay,
and
so,
that can kill you. It's very
so
painful.
I was asking because I know a few people that actually have that as a kink. And I mean, I kind of need to research kink since it's going to be under my jurisdiction.
Yeah, we'll actually have a whole episode revolving around each of us, our backstories, what we're going to do in our jobs. There will be a whole episode dedicated to 20 minutes to 10 minutes each. So everyone here who just heard that, do your research. Because that will be not a serious episode, but I think we should all talk about what we're going to do as our roles. Half of us are smiling like, oh, yeah.
Probably should have been the first episode.
Huh?
Should have been the first episode.
Nah. Okay, so we're still in Africa. We just invaded.
Mm-hmm.
The Congo's ours, blood diamonds, everything is ours. It's under our control. It's mine. We've given parts to
Billy
England.
Bob.
Yeah, Egypt belongs to Billy Bob. Parts of the Congo and most of South Africa and the Congo belongs to England.
10 minutes.
Yeah, belongs to England. So they're controlling it. It's theirs. We charge them a tax, of course, and we have an alliance with them, as with the Mongols, but we'll get to them in a later episode. Now, we're coming to the end of the episode, so we're going to talk about two things. The Thunderdome podcast and the next episode, which I believe will revolve around the slave trade in Egypt and the Secretary of War's long, rock-hard wish of invading the
Holy Land.
Yes.
So are we just putting Bigfoot in the back then? Or do you want
No,
to put Bigfoot
no,
and then
no,
No,
this-
people are still hunting.
At this point, either Bigfoot's hunted or he's being hunted right now. Either way,
But before we
I
kill
am a
him, we're
man.
making
I
genetic
am a man
versions.
who never
Oh, I am.
sleeps.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about my idea for, and I think a lot of people actually have fun with this, the Thunderdome podcast.
Yes.
So that basically will involve Gay Tony, Big Tony,
Antonio.
Secretary of War, myself, and the CEO of the Thunderdome, and anyone else who wants to come in and listen to it. We'll describe to you in gruesome, bloody, sexual detail of what's going on in that Thunderdome. And each week, or whenever we post it, there will be a new episode, and we'll revolve around all three Thunderdomes. We'll start in America, we'll go to Europe, then we'll go to Mongolia, back to America, Europe, Mongolia, America, Europe, Mongolia, and that's how it will be. And we'll explain to you what's going on. Does anyone have objections?
No, I'm done.
Does anyone think that would actually be a good idea? Do you?
I love.
you-
It's world building.
Yeah, in the comments, please tell us if you really want to hear that. If you want us to describe to you what's going on. If you want a talked version of the Hunger Games, go away right fucking now. Sorry.
Antonio, get out of here.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Now we're going to talk about next episode. Secretary of War, I'll go over to you and you discuss what your plans are to do with the Middle East once you've conquered.
Next episode, we're going to talk about the rest of Africa, Middle East. We're going to focus a big part of it on my crusade for the Holy Land. Billy Bob will probably come back again. I'm not sure. He's a little weird.
Oh, you love him. You love how racist he is.
I don't
No.
like how he treats me, though.
Yeah, he's.
I mean, he likes one Mexican, but not the other.
He thinks he's Puerto Rican. He doesn't know he's Mexican.
Should we tell him he's Mexican?
I
No.
think it was
Just
He
tell him
needs
you're
to
Puerto
know.
Rican.
Alright.
Anyway, of course, we'll have the wonderful cast of the Treasurer, the Wildlife, the CEO of the Thunderdome, Mr. Science if he comes back. I'm not sure if he's going to come back. He seems fruited
we
out.
may have scared him.
Of
He
course.
just had a seizure. Shit. Okay, well,
He
he's
dropped
out.
that.
Someone go get a bucket of ice or a razor blade. I'm taking his organs.
For
But anyway,
Him.
Science.
Pablo.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
Pablo.
Anyway, we're going to wrap things up.
Big Pablo over here.
Okay, so we're signing off. We're going to start with the wonderful Secretary of War, and we'll end up with everyone else. Go
I've been
for
your
it.
wonderful Secretary of War. I hope you had a good episode. Hope you had a wonderful time listening to us. Please let us know how we're doing. I'm going to pass it over to our president.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sign off. I hope everyone's had a wonderful day. And this is Gay Tony saying goodbye.
Tony, get out of here!
Oh, yeah, we're going to say
Tony's
goodbye
out
to
of
you.
here!
Oh, I got to go now, ladies and gentlemen. But y'all
You
have a
guys
wonderful day. Okay, those three guys are gone. We apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, now I'm going to go to the Secretary of Pimping Affairs.
You know who it is? It's Sky Daddy Ragu. And remember, you get your bitches and hoes with me.
Have a good day, everyone. I'm your Secretary of Wildlife.
I'm your CEO of the Thunderdome, and Bowsette was a mistake. Fuck anyone who faps to that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Department. Man, I agree.
I'm fucking flaccid when you.
I agree with you this day. You just said.
Oh. Thank you for listening, everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful night, day, or week, or whatever.